my name is Gabe Zollner. I subscribe to WorldNet Daily, and I receive updates on a very regular basis. And I just received one this morning, and it says, here's the real unemployment rate. Now, what do you think that is? You know, I mean, the Obama administration, they're playing a game with us at 7.8, 7.9, 7.6, 7.8. Well, the real unemployment number, without playing games, according to this article, is in December of 2012, 23%. 23% of Americans are unemployed, not 7.8. That number was just pulled out of somebody's you-know-what so Obama could get reelected. The real rate's 23 point something and climbing. Now, the only difference between the Great Depression and what we have now, and I've said this before, is that if during the Great Depression they had somebody like Obama giving out Section 8 bills and giving out food stamps, then they wouldn't have had what they had, which is the soup kitchens. If those were not offered the way they are being offered by this administration, we'd have soup kitchens all over the United States. What they do is they go ahead and they take a cross-section, and I've said this before in another video. They'll take a cross-section, they'll call, 50,000 homes, and they'll say, hello, this is the department of whomever, and we'd like to know if you're employed. Oh, you're sewing Mary Kay? Thank you. One person employed. Hello, this is the department of, and we're trying to see if you're employed. Oh, you have a newspaper route? Oh, you're employed. Hello, and this is how they do it. What they do is they call people up and they ask them some idiotic questions, and if they're doing anything, if they're sewing Mary Kay, if they're sewing Amway, they're considered to be employed when they're not employed, because most of those people don't make any money doing what they're doing. The real number is over 23% and climbing. Now, what do you think high unemployment also brings along with it? Well, crime. Yeah, high crime. That might explain what's going on in Chicago with all the murders. I mean, this is completely insane. You know, the people are lied to constantly about everything. There's nothing that this administration tells us that we can believe. There's not a thing. I just saw on Fox News, they had Senator Obama, and he was just railing on Bush. How can you consider increasing the debt ceiling? How can you do that to our children? How can you just write a credit card to the Bank of China? That's what he was saying. And now what's he saying? Well, if you don't increase, we have to pay our bills. You know, the United States has to pay their bills. We have to pay the bills on your insane spending. It's completely insane. I mean, we've got him on tape. He's on tape. He's a flip-flopper like you can't even believe. There's nothing that he tells us that we can believe. And you know what, Obama? You didn't win the election. You stole it. You know it, and most honest Americans know it. You stole the election. And I'm just hoping that Judge Roberts wakes up before it's too late and kicks you know where.